Yellow Breasted Kissadee?
Of course I do!
Darling,
Now, Mrs. Russel, come on over here. I want you to look in these bushes here. Stay low. Okay, Rutherford, darling, over here. Search away. Quiet, everyone. We don't want to startle it.
But Olive, darling, you really need my help looking for this yellow-bearded kicker bird.
Spotting the yellow-breasted Kissadee is the culmination of all my years of bird watching. What could possibly take priority?
It's my investigation, sweetheart. I've got to see Mr. Dorset this morning about the stranger with the 3-day-old newspaper.
Do you really think there's some sort of criminal activity? It's just an old newspaper.
Something criminal? Do you really think something criminal could happen here in Summit?
Well, that's why I'm on duty day and night, Mrs. Russell, to be vigilant, to stay on top of this sort of thing. Not to worry, Mrs. Russell. Everything's going to be fine. Sweetheart, I've got to go. Good luck with your search for the yellow-breasted,
Kissadee, dear! The yellow-breasted Kissadee makes a very tender call, like this.
I've never heard anything like that in the park.
But it is possible. The Protangus sulphuratus does migrate this time of year.
I suppose.
Yes, I suppose. Look, okay.
Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Russell, what a pleasant surprise seeing you out and about so early this morning.
Mrs. Miller, we're in the midst of a hunt for the yellow-breasted Kissadee. I happened to encounter Mrs. Rudge on a stroll yesterday, and she related to me that perhaps she might have seen a rare sighting of this elusive bird right here in the park. She was enjoying her free time away from that Dorset child. Oh.
Yes, we haven't seen Josephine in a few days.
I heard she was visiting her Aunt Jane.
Nah, somebody kidnapped her. Clyde, I'll not have you spreading rumors about things you know nothing of.
Well, I didn't know Josephine was visiting with her aunt.
I can't imagine that child being happy in the city.
Perhaps. Oh, I really don't want to gossip. But Mrs. Rudge is certainly not happy with the circumstances. She does not want to go back to that house.
Really? Well, what exactly do you mean?
Well, I really shouldn't get into details, but Mrs. Rudge has come to the point where she has found her current situation untenable.
Maybe I should pay a visit to Mr. Dorset, see if I could be of any assistance, seeing as I have children of my own. Oh, but of course, I'll make no mention of where I heard of this matter.
Hold on.
Bill.
Hello there! It's the nature enthusiast we met in the woods. What are you doing in town so early this morning?
I find the park very relaxing.
We think there's been a spotting of the Protangus sulphuratus. Oh, how does this call go?
If you take the first fork to the left, you'll come to the big oak tree.